said caramel cakes and sugar pies are half as good as her prose. Well, I'd
Hey,
be
what's going
open to
on, Judah?
even giving that signature buttermilk whip.
Hope all is well. Oh man, just hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there. You sound like Dallas Austin. I'm not sure who that is. Hey, Tanya. What that's a football player, a sports player or something? Dallas Austin. He's a songwriter and produced in a lot. Oh, okay. Uh, how was your day? It was all right. I had one little hiccup at the cannabis club, the dispensary or whatever. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Do you remember the exact date of your targeting? Nah, I don't. I don't. I can't honestly. It's been so long, man. I mean, I know it's not longer than a lot of people, but 7 years. But I can tell you it was probably going on a lot longer than that. But I found out 2 weeks, like 2 weeks after I got off parole. I got off parole, and well, before I got off parole, it was weird shit going on, but I didn't know I was targeted. And it was small shit, like maybe like I would notice like my bed or something on my bed that wasn't there, and I just trip and be like, what the fuck? I don't remember leaving this here. But then, it went full blown like 2 weeks right afterwards. Um, I had two gay guys. I do. I had two gay guys run at me with their phone, and they were like, "Oh, it's him. It's him. Let me get your autograph. Let me get your autograph." And I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm not whoever you think I am. I'm not that person." And they fucking kept fucking pursuing the shit, holding their fucking phone to the side of my fucking face and shit. I'm like, man, these people are tripping. And I'm like, yeah, look, can we get your autograph? Can we get your autograph? And I got that weird shit. And then shit, everything after that was fucking completely fucking bizarre as fuck. People walking by with their pants down. A lot of that, like, that's what they overexposed me to. Like, the people walking in, like, it's either ass cocked up in the air on a bike or fucking half moon showing. And, then I was looking shit up. I was trying to figure out what the fuck, putting all types of shit in there. And something popped up. Something popped up. Somebody said something about the gay mafia. And I typed, I swear, like I was everywhere with this shit, like man, because it was just fucking hella odd to see everybody fucking, their pants down, and then I got fucking gay people running up to me asking me questions, and then I had shit like I don't know if you guys, well, some of you have the video with the guy with the gay as fuck shirt on, just hella just fucking gay people popping out the cuts. Um, it was crazy, man. So they heavily saturated me with that bullshit. And then I went to the coughing and sneezing, like it's like they started off hard. There goes the terrorists right there. They started off it's legit. They started off fucking hardcore and slowly eased me into the coughing, the hair shit. And then, like, what really is crazy, like, even like I knew something was going on, but I didn't know like it was what it was. Like, I didn't know that it was what it was until I started seeing motherfuckers put their hand in their hair and they would brush their hair back, but it would be like some fucking sensual shit though. Like they would fucking really just fucking slowly do it, like they're like they're in a fucking like a fucking slow motion commercial or some shit. Like they pull their fucking hat off and just fucking throw their fucking hands in their hair like Joe Cool. And put their fucking hand back and shit, rub their hand through their hair, put their hat back on. And then, so after a few of those, I knew something was going on, man. Like these people, so I thought I was dealing with some type of cult. And in a way, it's a cult, but I was. And the craziest thing, right? So I'm searching up all these fucking different fucking titles and shit that I can throw on the keyboard and try and find out what it is that I'm going through. And I'm typing up hella shit like gay people everywhere I go, fucking, people showing their butts to you. I'm just typing in hella shit and this church popped up. Oh man, these people, man. I don't even see like, man, these are some fucking cold-hearted Christians, man. Like, man, these fucking people, man. And being, given that being homosexual probably isn't the right thing to do. Look at the terrorists driving real slow. Being that homosexuality probably isn't in the Bible and shit, and it's against the Bible. You figure, okay, well, I can understand if they disagree with him or whatever, but these fucking people, like, and it's literally a whole church, and it's a bunch, they're a chain, and they go around. Man, they go around fucking talking big shit to him, calling them, like, they say like, they say shit out of their mouths that you would never think a Christian would say, like, and Christians say it, but, not in congregation with each other, though. Like, these people literally congregate with each other and go out on trips and fucking hold up signs that say, they hold up signs and shit that be saying, like, hey, excuse me, I'm not disrespecting. I don't want nobody, to feel like I'm disrespecting them. But you know, I'm just saying what these people do. They hold up signs and shit that say God hates fags. Get that D out of your mouth and turn to God. Like they put fucking shit like that on their fucking on their fucking billboards. One headlight. They put shit like that on their fucking billboards and they go and walk the fucking streets and promote it. And I was tripping at first. I thought it was like one fucking, I thought it was just like one group of people, one church or something that was going out. Then I started I forget the name of those people, man. I forget the name of their church name or whatever, but it's a chain of them and they go out doing that. They go, they go out dropping each other off on the corner with fucking signs and shit that say God hates fags and just all types of weird shit, man. Well, it's weird coming from a church. It seems fucking weird. He has a sub, my chili. Oh, I have to look him. I have to look him up. I'm not familiar. I know who Chili is though. If you're talking about the TLC Chili. Yeah. Hey, Ross. Yeah, these people aren't legit at all. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Oh wait, hold on. I might be missing some. No. Hey, Sonny. I see you, Steven. Steven? Hey, what's going on, Judgment? I'm I'm still doing my research and storing videos on my line now. I won't be on as much. Yeah, man. Uh, Definitely wish the best of luck on that, man. You'll get that shit though. These fucking pieces of shit. They like to do their slow drive and intimidate you and shit. Biggest bullies in the world, the police. Once they fucking put that badge on. Spirit of the badge. Spirit of the badge. Yeah, they are targeting a lot of people. They are, man. And like, just me in this downtown area. Excuse me, that's legitimate. For as many one headlights as I see, as many fucking crazy people on the street that I fucking see, think about the people who live down here and don't know anything about the program. They might not necessarily be targeted, but they don't know anything about the program. Like, they're literally being sensitized right now. Like, I know they are, because if you live down here and I'm down here like 24/7 and I see wearing headlights fucking 24/7. So just think about the people that don't know, like they're being sensitized and like they're running a whole fucking sweep on everybody, almost like a silent fucking a silent sensitized campaign. Like probably in the process of programming everybody, so when the technology kicks in, they already have the people fucking programmed for whatever the fuck they're gonna do. Not saying that's the not saying that's the case, but it's a thought. I still have your video in mind about that gang stalker. Which one you talking about? It's legitimate. Sorry, you guys. Which one you talking about, Judgment? See y'all. Oh, you. Okay. Have a good one, bro. Raz be about to do a documentary surviving Chris Stokes. Raz B. Yeah, Chris Stokes. That was their producer that was fucking with him. I believe, right? Oh, we got another one. We got another one. We got another terrorist on deck. Let me see how they gonna play this out. Another terrorist. Don't be surprised if I get set up or fucking locked up or some shit. Look at the one here like creeping up behind me as the terrorist drives by. Fucking yeah, man. Don't be surprised if I fucking get locked up or some shit because these police are like fucking with me heavy and I'm fucking gonna expose the shit out of them. Like I'm gonna fucking they're trying to bully me already by driving slow and you feel me doing all this fucking weird shit. Driving with their lights off. Like yesterday while I was on live, I believe it was yesterday or the day before. They were coming at me with their headlights off. They're just doing trying to do a lot of intimidation shit. So if I get locked up or mysteriously die or some shit, I mean, I'm not afraid that it's gonna happen. If it happens, it happens, but I'm just thinking, the worst of the worst. Um, yeah, man. Don't be surprised. Like, I could see it happening, man. They've already proven that they're lawless. Like, if anybody's ever told you that these motherfuckers are lawless, you feel me, and you didn't believe them, now you see it for your fucking own eyes. Like, these people are lawless. What are the chances of a cop in a one headlight fucking crossing my path at the same fucking time? What are the chances of three fucking one headlights passing me up during this fucking live in a matter of fucking 10 minutes? Like, that's one hell of a coincidence. That's one hell of a coincidence. But people will still say that I'm fucking paranoid. Uh, I believe they killed Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick, I'm not sure. I know who that is. Look, we got the one headlight up there at or the no headlights, insinuating that I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. See all this shit? I'm just pointing this shit out to you guys, man, so you see it, man, with your own fucking eyes, man. No paranoia, no none of that fucking bullshit. I know targeted individuals know what's going on, but for those of you non-believers that happen to tune in, this is domestic terrorism being orchestrated. From your eye view, it's the police orchestrating shit, but it goes way higher than the police. Your government is seeking war on you, fucking private war. A secret war on you. A silent war. And just the way they're training us, or trying to train us, trying to tame us, if whatever you want to call it. You guys are next, man. This is a practice run. I remember when I never even heard of this shit. You couldn't even probably begin to get me to understand this shit. Here I am, so like when I was looking, like once I found out what a targeted individual was and started searching, like, you know, it's a lot, but it wasn't that many. Like, you know, it wasn't that many targeted individuals. Like, well, it was probably, but it's like they weren't, you know, documenting shit. And 7 years down the road, I type in targeted individual, and given that there's fucking, you know, they have agents, you know, a good percentage are agents, but a good percentage are really fucking targeted individuals. And 7 years down the road and shit, damn near, you type in targeted individual, all types of shit is gonna pop up. Just imagine the people that don't know what they're going through. That's just the population that knows what they're going through. There are people right now literally out there thinking that they're going crazy. They're thinking they're cursed and shit. Hella shit going through people's mind. I already know, like, cause I went through it, man. I fucking like, you know, and giving everybody the excuse me, it's legitimate. Giving everybody doesn't, you know, inhale it the same way, accept it the same way and shit. You know, it still takes it takes a toll on your mind the same way it takes a toll on anybody else's. The way it works on you might be different, but it still takes that fucking toll. It's snatching something from you. So, you know, it's crazy, man. Your fucking mind runs fucking circles and circles and circles trying to figure out what you're going through. You think you're cursed. You're telling yourself that you fucking did something to somebody and it's karma. Like you're trying to dig up the worst things you've ever done, or fucking, you know, the worst that you've ever did anybody and shit, and compare it up to what you're going through. And You just have too much on your fucking plate, man. On top of it, you're fucking tripping out because your family is fucking doing backflips on you. Everyone you ever knew is doing backflips on you and shit. They put you through all this fucking shit. They put you through all this fucking shit. And on top of that, they placate you with fucking commercials. They fucking sit there and fucking placate the shit out of you, like give all types of suicide commercials. Are you feeling suicidal? Are you feeling like depression and all this fucking bullshit? Call such and such hotline. Like today, I got a commercial on my shit. I got a commercial on my shit. This dude was saying, you know, I had a hard time keeping a job because I thought everybody was after me. I thought everybody, even my family, I thought my mother was against me. I thought my brother was against me. I thought my whole family was against me. And then I called such and such and such and got help with my schizophrenia and understood that these people that I think are out to get me are really trying to help me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, these people are able to implement fucking commercials and shit on your channel at the drop of a dime. Like, I had just got, we was doing a live, and I mentioned something. I mentioned something about fucking, being in jail or institutionalized, and people think you're crazy. Like, I was, how I'd be just rambling off and shit, and fucking right after, like, not even a day later, I get fucking weird ass fucking commercials and shit. It's fucking insane, man. The trouble that these people go through. Like, they could be putting their fucking skills to a greater use, for the good, for the better. If you're gonna use technology like that, use it for good at least. At least try. Shit. I wonder why none of the celebrities try to help you in any kind of way. I wonder why none of the celebrities try to help you in. Well, they go through the shit. They go through it too. They'll, if they try to help you, they'll literally fucking end their careers. They'll turn into fucking Kanye, like, they fuck Kanye West up. Like, ever since, like, Kanye was perfectly normal until he did that rant and told everybody how the fucking industry was rigged. As soon as he did that, they've been calling him crazy ever since. He's been dyeing his hair, fucking, just doing weird shit. Britney Spears, Bill Cosby. Not that he was gang stuck, but they ended his career. Like, you can't go against them. Like Max says, like when you're eating out of the devil's pot, you gotta do whatever they say. No, I'm not saying I'm gonna initiate it against myself. I'm just saying, like, these police have been very fucking, you know, trying to intimidate, rolling past me in droves, like 5 or 6 in a line. Um, like I'll go to the park where I normally park sometimes, and there'll be fucking 5 or 6 police cars just kicking back there and shit. Everybody outside talking to each other, and then when I hit the corner, they're fucking staring at me and shit. Following me, I'll turn a corner and look in the rear view, and there's a fucking cop right behind me. Like I literally, when the police get behind me now, I literally gotta pull over and put my hands out the window, get my wallet ready, and put my hands out the window before they even step out the fucking car. I'm not finna take no chances with these motherfuckers, man. And then they act surprised and shit. Like, what? Why are you all nervous? Why are you all nervous? I'm not nervous. I just don't want to reach, motherfucker. You're not gonna fucking shoot me. I'm not gonna be your next mistake, motherfucker. They got all 3 of my Facebook pages blocked for 30 days. Now, I didn't, they block, oh yeah, they probably do. I thought they just take you down. I didn't know they block you on Facebook. Oh, there's this site, man, that I uploaded some videos to. You know, it was like 2 years ago that I uploaded these videos to this site. In 2 years, it's only like fucking 2 videos up, so I can understand why it's so little views and shit. But in 2 years, it's like 50 something views on both of the videos and shit. But it's you know, they're labeled targeted individuals, so you know people are inquiring about that on the site. It's called what is it? Vimeo, I think. Vimeo. Vimeo. I downloaded the app, and I was just downloading it to you know search like different search engines than YouTube, and fucking that shit popped up. Like I forgot that I had uploaded those videos and shit. J Face is run by CIA. You not missing anything. J Face, J Face. I'm not sure I'm catching it. J Face. Jacasta Less. Hey, was let me see. I don't want to mess up your name. But hopefully all is well. Jacasta. Blessings. It's about human trafficking. Nearby there may be an endangered baby. I wouldn't doubt it. I bet you a lot of these people got fucking kids and shit in their house, probably like in their basement. Well, not a lot of them, but a good. You know, these rich politicians and these rich people and these beamers, and I wouldn't doubt that they have a little stable of fucking kidnapped kids and shit. A lot of these old smooth skinned old people and shit. Old ass people with smooth ass skin. Not saying old people can't have smooth skin, but you know, people usually get wrinkles and shit when they're in their 70s and their 80s and shit, and these motherfuckers got baby cheeks and shit. The headlight is that the people in the car, or is it the electronic AI system stalking you? Being that, that would be a questionable. That would be, see, like, dude just fucking turned off his headlight up there and turned it back on. You see that shit? You see what he's doing? You see him playing with his bullshit? Oh, you guys can't see that motherfucker. Oh, now he's gonna get out. Oh, yeah. He's playing games. He kept turning his fucking headlight off. What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do, buddy? Remember how I told you guys they like playing with their engine, and if he was just fucking with his light, yanking my attention to him. That's what he was trying to do, is anchor my attention to him. And he just got out and went under his hood. That's what they've been doing. Like, trying to tell me my vehicle's gonna be fucked up. That's their way of telling me that shit. Mm. Yeah, like I was saying though, like, being that these people, because I've thought about that, but being that these people turn off their lights just like this dude did, it's crazy that he did that. I was just about to say that. Being that I've seen them turn their light off, and like, I've seen them literally fucking turn their light on. They'll be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I'll get out and confront them while their light's off, and I'll be like, "Why are you following me around with one headlight?" And they'll be like, "My headlight's not off," and then I'll go back to the front, and then they'll flick that motherfucker back on. So it's definitely not the AI. I mean, it could be an argument that AI might do some of it, but more times than not, these people know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, the thing is, if you're gonna blame, if we were to blame that on the AI, then we pretty much have to blame everything on the AI, and you know, it's all, you know, if you want to compare, and it's all plausible deniability. It could be AI, it could be, you know, it could be them. It could be a mixture of both. But I don't usually entertain questions like that because usually that is to take the focus off of what's really going on to throw you in you know not saying that that's what you're doing, but that's one of their tactics is they like to throw you in this fucking state of thinking to where like you're questioning yourself and shit. Like if you feel, I mean, granted that you do have to fucking you know know what you're going through, analyze what you're going through, but if you feel something isn't right, man, don't question yourself because one of their tactics is they like to direct you into a form of thinking that you could be wrong. You could be wrong. Like my family's not flipping on me. And then it all goes back to the schizophrenia commercial and shit. You be questioning your own fucking sanity. But I'm not saying that's what you're doing or trying to do. I'm just saying that's one of their tactics. Watch iPad go. That video is crazy. Don't get locked up. Instead, just keep posting. Maybe email a university student. Hell nah, I'm not meeting. Hell nah, the university students are flooded with these motherfuckers, man. Sac State, fucking San Jose State, flooded. That's where a good portion of my fucking perks come from, is that fucking school. A good portion of it. Fucking inheritance babies and shit. Starving students and shit. But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to get locked up. For myself, I'm just saying, like, I believe that these police might be up to something. They're trying to intimidate me. They're trying to intimidate me really bad. And they're using their perks to try and intimidate me. Like today, I went to the cannabis club, and it was like 5 of them motherfuckers. Well, 1, 2, 4. There was 4 of them. And fucking... No, it was 5. It was 5. One of them walked to me, and he was like, "So what's gang stalking? Is it people stalking gangs? Gangs stalking people?" I don't know. I just woke up. I let him get the best of me. I let him bait me into an argument. Cause he had gang stalked me the last time I went there. He was talking to the lady, that sits outside and fucking takes your name and documents you for coming to the cannabis club. And it was just doing that third party talking real fucking loud. Um, just mentioning subliminals and triggers and shit. And I ignored him. I didn't really pay attention to him. So I guess he was like, oh, okay, maybe he doesn't, he's gonna try a little harder this time. And fucking, when he was mentioning all that bullshit, I'm like, man, you know what that shit is? You was doing the shit to me last week. Like, man, play with your kids. Why are you even playing with me? I'm not saying nothing to you, man. Don't say nothing to me. And then, you got his little buddies in the background. Hey, man, he's just asking you a question. There's nothing wrong with asking you a question. Get out of his face. Because I'm not even in the dude's face. The dude walked up on me and fucking asked me this shit. So I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Don't even, I'm talking to this dude. I'm not even talking to you, man. Don't say nothing to me, dude. And I turn back and I'm telling dude, man, like, just, don't say nothing to me, man. If you want to play with somebody, play with your kids and shit. And then, the handler, some big dude, he was kind of big with no hair on his face. He was fucking, he was fucking talking tough. He was like, hey man, just go somewhere else. You're disrespecting the place, man. Just go somewhere else. We don't need you to fucking be over here causing problems. And they turned the whole fucking shit around on me. Like, we don't need you to be here causing problems and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I get my weed and do it. So after I get my weed and shit, the dude's like, yeah, man, just find somewhere else to go, man. You can find someplace else to go. If you want your weed that bad enough, just find someplace else to go. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, you want to start problems, right? And he's like, don't talk to me like that, man. I'll knock you out. I'll knock you out. I said, I said, man, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let you go get your weed. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be parked, and you fucking I'll be waiting on you. And he's like, all right. And then I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for him. He's fucking yelling out some fucking bullshit, and then he's like, you know what, man? I'm not even gonna waste my time on you. I'm gonna call my little homeboys on you. And I'm like, oh, here we go with this fucking bullshit. Like, you fucking talk all that fucking bullshit, and then like somebody fucking, as soon as you want to fucking run that fucking, I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna call that. Like, all right, man, all right, let me get the fuck out of here, man, cause I'm not trying to deal with this shit, man, not today. Like, they literally, like, I got like probably 4 hours of sleep. I wanted to hurry up, get there and I tried some slick shit, and I typed in on my GPS, or I looked on the internet at Domino's Pizza, cause Domino's Pizza is on the way. So I looked at Domino's Pizza, and I typed it into my Google Maps and shit, and then I had that. Cause I know, like, whenever I fucking, whenever I go to the fucking cannabis club, they like to be out there already waiting on me in a long line. So I have to wait out there, and I have to fucking listen to them run their fucking bullshit theater on me and shit. So, I wanted to get there early. I wanted to bypass them up. and never, I got there, like, when I got there, nobody was there. Fucking nobody was there. 5 minutes later, hella fucking people pop up. I know they were fucking pissed off. Oh, watch out. Oh, yeah. That iPad goat, though. Yeah, I seen that video. That video is a trip. It's all types of, symbolism in it. If you're talking about that animated one, they play psych games with adults and children. Yup. Fucked up. One gang stalker fell into that. That would be a beautiful thing if all of them could do that. Houston, Texas, Hog Stop Biker Bar. What about it, Sean? It's a spiritual defect in the cars. Yeah, I could understand. Like, I could see where you guys are coming from. But I think these headlights are being manually, or for the most part, these people are manually doing this shit. These people know what they're doing. They're getting paid to do it. They're getting brand new cars. They're financing houses and putting their kids through school with the checks. The ones that, are already financially in a good position. Lower level ones, they're able to buy cars, clothes, you know. They get tickets to fucking games when the fucking coliseums and all that bullshit is open. Grown men get father figures in the police. They get the police to pat them on the back and tell them they're doing a good job by changing their lives and shit. People are clowns, man. Clowns. I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. Those are those two people. If you remember, they were parked when the police did that fake high speed chase down here, and they were in synchronization with them. When they started coming, they opened their doors, and then when they got out of sight, they closed their doors like simultaneously. Got another bike rat. Hey, come over here. Put your head in the window. Like, come here. Mm, even down to the mask are prostitution props. Hell yeah. Yep. You can definitely look at it that way. Your pimps are telling you your pimps are telling you gotta wear it. And then if you don't wear it, then you can't do anything. They're taking your money from you and telling you still, we're taking your money from you and you still gotta go make. We're taking the ability from you to make money. We're taking your money from you, then we're taking your ability to make money. Then we send you a portion of the money that you would be making. In some cases, a big portion. In some cases, a small portion. In some cases, you might just be, somebody who's never, you know, worked. They might be the lookouts because, all the homeowners and the renters and shit, and the, you know, people paying taxes and mortgages and shit like that, and paying money to keep their businesses open on top of feeding their children and their families and shit. You're giving them only a portion of their money back. And you're telling them that they gotta fucking figure out a way to pay rent. Like, that shit don't add up. That's a split personality way of living. Like, you motherfuckers turning the world into a split personality. The only people gonna be surviving through something like that are people that are already well off. That this shit isn't gonna affect. They could fucking shut their business down and fucking wait it out. Wait out the winter. Millionaires, billionaires. But your average fucking shopkeeper, the motherfucker's gonna go out of business after a couple months unless there's some type of chain. People, this pandemic is hitting so hard. Or should I say this bullshit pandemic? The virus is real, but the numbers are fake. And the way you contract it is fake as well. But it's bad, man. fucking one headlight. They just turned them off. Yup. Wear the mask. Give us your money. Get put out. Everybody, maybe this targeting is like a part of the plan. Get people in desperate need for money. Like maybe this is their silent civil war. They've already got people desperate for money. You know, during this damn pandemic, you know, you're not living the lifestyle no matter whatever fucking pay wage you got. Your lifestyle has been extremely cut. Like you're not living the lifestyle you were living. Like you might have been eating cornflakes, now you're eating flake corn. You might have fucking been wearing fucking Levi's and now you're wearing fucking Wranglers and shit like that. Like people are not fucking liking their lifestyles now. And this job is the perfect job for them. So what the fuck? Like maybe this is all fucking everything's coming together now. It's all a part of the plan. People are desperate enough not to even give a fuck about doing something like this evil to other people. They're so desperate they're not even thinking about that shit. It's not my family. It's not my family, I don't care. That type of mindset. Gotta do what you gotta do to survive. It's a dog eat dog world. Only the strong survive. Mentally massaging themselves to feel better about what they're doing. Hate these people, man. It's a watch list. I think it's electronic. The one headlights on the cars, computers, phones, CIA, AI, artificial. That that's believable. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from it. Like I do believe that they can, interfere with the technology and fuck with it. But at the same time, a lot of these people know what they're doing, man. It's not only cars that got computers that fucking went headlight me. It be cars that, like, they'll literally follow me around with a whole fucking car that doesn't even have a light bulb in one side like that. The whole fucking side. One side of that shit, like the light bulb, and it'd be like the skeleton to the fucking shit. Like, they know, then they get behind, like, they know what the fuck they're doing. The virtual schooling mimics the evil dark web FaceTimes. What's that, Jocasta? What do you mean? The virtual schooling mimics the evil dark web. Other fell. Other ones fell off piers in Washington State, 100 feet on the rocks. Payback for killing my wife. Yeah, that sounds fucking beautiful. Well, I don't want to be sounding evil, man, but it always feels good, like when we score. I shouldn't even say it like that, but man, I be checking out this. He only got a few videos, man, but I go back from time to time and I check out his videos, man. The dude Cosmo, Convos with Cosmo, the guy that they targeted, and he was in the military, and then they targeted him, and he went on a spree, and you know, like I listened to it, and he's fucking. He's right, man. He's right, man. And everything, like what he said, like, and he literally fucking. He wasn't lying, like he wasn't over exaggerating or none of that shit on his videos. Like he said, fucking the only way that any revolution was fought and won, recognized, is through fucking bloodshed, not from protesting, not from, like, nothing's ever been settled from protesting. Nothing. I mean, it's the most it's done is brought people together. And when you think about it, even with this George Floyd shit, the protesting in the beginning, it seemed like, you know, people were getting through. But look at how many murders there's been. Like, the police killings have been way outrageous since fucking George Floyd. You got motherfuckers being found hung in trees. You got motherfuckers being shot in the back by police. You got motherfuckers chokeholding kids and fucking slamming them on the hood of their fucking car. Like, you got all this fucking crazy police shit happening. So, and on top of that, oh, it's not funny, but it's crazy. On top of that, they're saying that the knee that the police are locked up, they say right now. But they're saying that the lead that the police killed George, first of all, it was an illegal knee, and everybody, even the police, said the knee was illegal. Now all of a sudden, they're coming back and saying, it was an illegal knee hold. It was, excuse me, that's legitimate. It was illegal. It was illegal fucking knee. So in the long run, when you get to the end of the chapter of the book, what did the protesting help? No, because eventually the police will be let out of prison or out of jail. And what you thought you were burning your community down for, whatever fucking bright idea that made you fucking tear your community up, you fucked your whole community up for nothing. You fucked your whole community up for nothing. You went in front of that guy's house, though. You went in front of the guy's house that killed George Floyd. You were right there in front of his house, and that motherfucker is still standing. His fucking house is still fucking standing. You gotta go way to the other side of town to get groceries, to do anything. You can't even let your kids play outside. Probably don't. There's so much fucking debris and fucking bullshit out there. So, saying all that to say, like, yeah, he was saying, man, nothing's ever fucking accomplished by fucking protesting or begging the oppressor. Like, it's literally that's the only thing that recognizes money and bloodshed. And right after he did that video, he stood behind everything he fucking said. I don't think it, you know, I don't think it should have to go that far, but, you know, but, you gotta think, man, even with the dude, the Navy Yard shooter, these, these are people that literally fought for it. Was another dude, too, that was in the Army. And they started targeting him in the police station, and he started, he went after their fucking families and shit. Like, these are people that literally served in the military, so with them, the fucking disrespect that fighting for your country and being slapped in the face by your country and fucking targeted and shit, like, that has to fucking cut deep. That's like the most horrendous fucking slap in the face right there. Knowing that you put your life on the line for freedom, and these people, the very people that you fought for their freedom, are fucking targeting you. That has to be a special kind of fucking hurt. You fought for these people in order for these people to be able to target you. Like, that's all that will be going through my mind. I would, I would think about that every fucking morning. Every morning I woke up, or every time one of these fuckers targeted me, I would be like, I fought for you to live, motherfucker. You're doing this to me. And that's probably the exact thing. That's probably the exact same thing those people were thinking. And that's a dangerous way to fucking think, because that puts you in the fucking... It's not good to brew that shit type of shit in your head. Stir that shit around in your head. Let's see. Torture, bro, but torture is kind of weak. It's just mental. You gotta know and play it with them. Yeah, it's just irritating as fuck, man. It's like the the way the Chinese torture thing where they fucking strap you down and fucking drip water drops on your head and shit. Like in the beginning, that shit is you can handle it. Well, you can handle it throughout, I guess, but it takes a toll on your fucking mental. Yeah, they're gonna be in the same fucking bag, so they definitely won't be needed. They'll be in the same fucking bag, going through the same fucking shit. Probably dying and shit, getting pushed off of shit. Questionable car accidents. A lot of them I don't think have a problem with being pawns, though. They're bringing the barbarian back out of people. Slowly, they're bringing people back to what is it, the 1700s or whatever, when they used to have those fucking, they used to throw people in the pits and have look at the one tail light. They used to throw people in the fucking pits and have them fucking fight to the death with fucking lions and shit like that. Or they'll fucking hang somebody, or just some weird shit where everybody would gather around and fucking, celebrate the fucking killing or the fucking death and watch all the destruction and, murder shit, like enjoying it, literally fucking enjoying it. Like people used to enjoy it. Not to bring any racism into the thing, but I just want to point out like the mentalities of people, like when they used to sit around, watch people being hung and shit and lit on fire, like they could literally fucking stomach that shit. Fucking, they could fight in pits and fucking, just kill each other, blood and guts and gory shit, and they could fucking stomach that shit. Like that shit is coming back. They're bringing that back out of people. We all have that. We all have that fucking ancestry in us. That the AD days and all that shit. And they've slowly fucking, it's been weaned out of us to where, it's recessed in us. It's still recessed in us, but they're fucking, they're bringing it out. I don't know how to explain it, man, but they're bringing the evil, like, I'm not saying we were evil back then. I don't want to say that, but like, they're bringing evil out of those who are evil. Some people have recessed evil. We probably all do, but some people's are just easier to grab at. First, it's going around torturing people, enjoying watching them fucking, go crazy, lose their lives, fucking die. go to jail. Like, just it's fun for them to fuck up people's lives. Next thing is gonna be like purge and shit for fucking up people's lives. You get comfortable with that. Now it's time to get comfortable to kill people. Then it's literally gonna become a Hunger Game thing. They're gonna section everybody off. And I'm just coming out of my head with this. I'm not saying this shit is fact, but just a thought. That once everybody fucking loses their house, their businesses and shit, the people who are still standing with the financially fucking free fucking people are gonna have their own zone, and then everybody else is gonna have their own zone, and you're not gonna be able to leave that fucking zone. Probably be some rich people, some well-off people that can buy zones and shit and control those zones the way they want to control them. It'd be like buying your personal prisoners, your private prison. You can tell your fucking citizens you'll be the king of that zone, basically. That's true though, whatever is really happening in your life, they will play with you. Yeah, that's what they love doing. Sad. The military uses their ship as a bride, and they exploit women and children over there. Yeah, this shit, they do it here. Yeah, this is sad, man. Very sad. Yeah, I believe that. The most evil people are the most respected people in this fucking society. The most evil people are the most respected. I mean, they play off smiles and fucking handshakes and all that bullshit, but they're, under that facade, there's some evil motherfuckers, man. Spirit of the badge, man. The spirit of the fucking badge, man. It's not to be fucking taken lightly. It it hypnotizes a great portion. The spirit of the badge hypnotizes a great portion of the world. Whether it's a paramedic badge, a fire department badge, police badge, a federal badge, you fucking name it. That fucking badge puts everybody under hypnotism. And they automatically, their mind goes to, that's our heroes. Those are our heroes. Those are our heroes. And the next thing you know, they kill, fucking slaughter people. Slaughter, 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 slaughter. And people's fucking hypnotized. It's like, it wasn't the police's fault. It wasn't their fault. It was the victim's fault. It was the victim. Oh man, people getting shot with their heads in the air. It was the victim's fault. It was the victim's fault. Fuck, man. When you're fucking dealing with people like that, man, how can you win? And then, there's a lot of people that do believe us and shit. There's a lot of people that know, like, what we're saying is true, but they're not gonna say anything because they don't want to be fucking, they don't want to be targeted. And then they don't want to, so they'll even go as far as to fucking, like, they'll tune in all the fucking time because they're interested. But they'll go as far as to, even though they know it's really going on and they don't want to say nothing, like, they can't just leave it at that. They have to, step over the fucking line and fucking call you paranoid and all this fucking weird shit. Oh man, we got a lot to deal with as targeted individuals, man. Like, literally, like, we should be giving ourselves, like, pats on the back at the very least, like, and literally congratulating ourselves and congratulating each other, man, because we deal with a lot that we know of, but we deal with a whole bunch more that we don't even fucking recognize that we're dealing with, like, mentally and shit. There's fucking, there's shit in the back of your head that's running right now that you don't even fucking know that's fucking running. Different shit is causing different little fucking changes in you, and it's just fucked up. You just gotta keep a good relationship with God, and you know, hopefully it keeps these motherfuckers from making us pop a fuse and going crazy and shit. Fucking talking to ourselves and shitting and pissing on ourselves and talking to people that ain't there. We play games just to see. Yeah. Underground Metropolis connecting to Denver, California. What's that, like an underground police station? They have that out here too. They have an underground police. It's old school though. They don't use it no more. But it's like they have. I believe there's a courthouse. There's a courthouse with the fucking jail on the bottom. It's a courthouse or some fucking thing. Actually, there's a whole fucking if you it's this vlogger, man, that used to go down under the ground, and it's a whole fucking, like, there are all these businesses and shit downtown, like, are fucking connected from underground and shit. Like, you can go underground and go from one business to another business and to all the businesses and shit. Like, there's a whole fucking travel hallway down underground and shit. You know, in certain parts, like in the non-sewer parts, they have buildings and shit built down there. He MKU Ultra. Who's that? Tanya. It sells more albums. Shepherd. What's going on, Shepherd? What sells more records, Shepherd? It's a spirit, schizophrenia, and bipolar. There's nothing more than spirits that they put on people. Yeah, true. Poison spirits and yeah. One of these days, though, maybe this program will be over. What's up in Indiana? What's going on, Shaw? What's what's going on in Indiana? What's happening out there? Lincoln Mountain gang stalking hell is coming to breath. Oh man, they're everywhere, man. No getting away from these people. They sent this weird lady to me last night, man. As a matter of fact, I was on live when they sent her to me, man. It seemed like she was putting spells on me and shit. She was like, I told her the police sent her at me, and she said she kept saying the police. No, no, uh, uh, no, pointing at me and shit. Pointing at me and shit, and she just kept chanting the same shit like, oh, no, uh, no. Hell no, don't do that, please. Fuck, man. I know if I was a kid, I'd be scared of a lot of these fucking people. If I was a kid, like, and I was saw that lady, I would have thought she was like a monster or some shit. When's the last time you have talked to your family? I talked to some of my family. I talked to one of my sisters. I talked to my mom, but nobody else. My mom gang stalks me, but she has she has mental issues. Like, or she was like when she was a baby, her dad used to shake her real bad, and she has some type of syndrome from that. So it's easy for them to fucking get her to target me through phone calls. She lives in like a it's a apartment. It used to be like I guess it was like like a mechanic shop, like, and they had like different garages, but they they what do you call it? They renovated it into a fucking apartment, a mini apartment complex. So the office, where the office to the mechanic store used to be or whatever, the garage is a big house, and then where all the garages were, they converted those into little, tiny units and shit. So, you know, in that her building, there's like five different other apartments, and then the house up front, and then all of them, they're like, whenever I go there, they'll do stupid shit, like, cause my mom's kind of, she's kind of slow, so they'll do shit like to fucking piss me off. They'll do shit to piss me off, like they'll fucking go to her house, like, and fucking bring her fucking a thing of bananas and shit, like, you know, they're fucking talking shit. They're targeting me, being racist and shit. But my mom thinks they're being nice. Like, she thinks they're being nice and shit. Like, I've already told her, like, why do I'll tell her, like, man, these people are fucking, like, don't let these fucking people use you and shit, and be like, no, these people are my friends. What are you talking about? My neighbors wouldn't do no, like, they do that. They got a real fucking grip. So they call her, they go over there, and then fucking have her call me and fucking target me and shit. So her targeting and shit, I let that shit go. I don't pay it too much mind, because I know that's them influencing her. And then my sister and shit, I don't fuck with her. My other sister, I don't fuck with her. In fact, they tried to send her at me again. Like, I went to take my mom to. My mom wanted me to take her to the grocery store, so I went to go pick her up and take her to the grocery store and shit. And my sister was with her and shit. And I was like, yo, nah, fuck that shit. And it felt bad to fucking have to, you know, tell, like, say some shit like that, or even, you know, that shit felt hella bad, but I'm not finna play with my fucking sanity. I'm not, nowhere in the world, you're not gonna have my fucking, you're not gonna be fucking, you feel me, in here fucking targeting me for nobody. Like, if you're mad at me, you're mad at me, and that's, that's different, but sitting there fucking targeting me and fucking trying to fuck with my brain and make me crazy for fucking whatever they're giving you, or for whatever fucking blackmail they're holding over your head. Nah, I I can love you from a distance, but there's no way in the world I'm ever fucking with you again. Like, ever. Even if they stop this fucking program, like, there's no way we could reconcile. Because if it started back up, you fucking join. You fucking join again, so I'm not gonna be the victim. I'm not even gonna begin to play that game anymore. Mm, seems like a big waste of taxpayers' dollars that they're all doing this, doesn't it? Yeah, man. A big waste. A big fucking waste, man. Makes you wonder, man. How much money do you really have? Or is America really going bankrupt? Or are they hiding money? Like, how much money do we really have? You got America, I mean, you got money to be fucking blowing on bullshit like this, wasting fucking resources and shit. The funniest thing to me about this program is because anybody that's ever came to America from a different country is because they wanted to get away from the oppression of their fucking country. For the most part. I won't say everybody, but for the most part, most people came out here fleeing from the oppression of their fucking country. And those same fucking people deploy those tactics on us. Not just them, I'm just saying though, like the same people, like out of anybody and everybody, like they should be the most sympathetic to this fucking, to the people going through this program, but it's like each of them has their own fucking, like, the way like they have their own fucking style of deploying their fucking excuse me, that's legitimate. They have their own fucking style of deploying their fucking harassment on you. Like they have a little something extra from their country to spice up their targeting and shit. Like the way, this is the way we do it in our country. This is the way we do it in ours right here. That's nothing. I had some Hispanic cleaning lady telling me in her silver car yesterday for no reason. Finally just stopped, cussed her out. She had nothing to say, like she had no script. Yeah, that's what they expect you not to say anything to women. A lot of them, well, they probably do expect you to say something to you. There's probably a script, a surprise, but you know, a lot of them depend on the intimidation factor. It's like the bully that bumps into you and makes you drop your book and you pick your book up and you don't say nothing to him and you just walk. He's gonna feed off of that, and then everybody's gonna be around and he's gonna feed off of them, and he's gonna just keep fucking talking shit to you and bullying you and telling you he's gonna beat your ass. And oh man, and right now that's what it feels like. It feels like we're being bullied, and because we're not really saying anything, generally speaking, like that bully is just fucking in our face. Feeding. Excuse me. Here we go. Here we go with the goofball. A man should never be switching like that. A man should never switch like that. And the big phone in your face is a day one giveaway as well. Excuse me. Legitimate. Life goes on, I guess, and we learn to adapt. But it's a work in progress. Excuse me, it's legitimate. One thing for sure, though, there's only two things you can do in this program. Well, three if you want to count death. If you want to count death, but if you don't count that, there's only two things you can do in this program. You can adapt to it and keep somewhat of a stable mind, or you go crazy. And then when you blow a fuse, you won't necessarily be in the same reality. You'll be in a different reality. But you'll have shit. You'll have piss all on you. You'll be stinking and shit. But in the other reality, it's like you don't give a fuck. So, you really think about it, who's the lucky one? Is it the... Excuse me, it's legitimate. Is it the person that blew the fuse and now is it in a different reality? And even though he has shit and piss and all this fucking bullshit all over himself, he doesn't recognize it as being a fucked up thing. Like, that's crazy. That's a that's a question to think about. would you really be luckier if you were crazy? Hmm. Mm, in my opinion, excuse me. In my opinion, people are just crazy, and while there is targeted stalking or harassment of people, most of it is just a byproduct of how terrible our society and culture has become. Yeah, everybody does have fucking mental issues because we've been programmed. For the most part, we don't even know the real history. Like, we got bits and pieces of the real history, but the history is the fact of the matter is his fucking story. And it's whatever they write up to, whatever they teach. Like, they're already dumbing down the parents of the next generation. Look at the kids now, like they're dumbed down, like they have no guidance, no everything's been stripped away from them and shit. They're being trained, so their kids can be taught anything because their stupid ass parents don't know the reality of the fucking situation beforehand. You know, so yeah, that's the way. That's the way, and I'm not saying stupid ass parents like excuse me, that's legitimate. I should say dumbed down parents. And I don't want to say that about everybody. I don't want nobody to take offense. So I'm not saying that about everybody. But for the most part of the generation, on generation and generation and generation, people are training other people bullshit. They're teaching you whatever they want to teach you. And they see that you'll go with anything, so they can tell you that shit tastes like fucking. They're already telling you that they got a machine right now that will fucking turn your fucking shit into bread, and you can literally eat your shit. Like, this is how these people are fucking, testing you and shit. Like, they're yanking your fucking brain and seeing what you'll accept and shit. Like, if people actually go along with that shit, fucking bread making machine, and fucking say, yeah, just, man, come on, man. If they can fucking get people to do that, that's the ultimate fucking crazy shit right there. You can get people to do that, man. You can get them to do anything. Oh man, this world is fucking. This is hell, man. This is a portion of, like, I'm telling you, like, our foot is halfway in hell right now. Satan is here. He's walking the fucking planet right now. People say he's been here, but this motherfucker is here now. He's here. And all his fucking minions are coming out. Literally one foot in hell, man. These people drinking baby's blood, man. I mean, we know it's a bad thing when you hear it. You know, you think disgusting. Like that's gross, man. These people shouldn't be like that's gross, man. Nasty, drinking babies' blood, eating babies, eating humans and shit. But when you really sit and you fucking think about that shit, and you really fucking think about that shit, it's even crazier, man. To know that there's people all around us. There's people, some of our neighbors and shit. You feel me? Eat fucking human. Like Jeffrey Dahmer was just a motherfucker that got caught. You feel me? If he would have never been caught, he would have been still somebody's fucking neighbor, looking like a regular person. And when you know, all you all you think is, okay, there's a crazy motherfucker that just got caught doing that sick shit, getting caught with balls and testicles and heads in the refrigerator and shit, all jarred up and shit, labeled for eating and shit. You think, oh man, this is just one fucking sick fuck, but you don't think I got these motherfuckers living all around me. It's motherfuckers that live all around me that do this shit. You don't think like that. Meanwhile, there's a lady that fucking kills all the patients in her house and buries them for their fucking SSI checks. There's all this fucking evil shit going around across the world. There's another dude that does the same fucking thing. There's somebody with fucking eating somebody's fucking babies and shit. I just fucking uploaded a video where the girl was talking about how her dad fucking eats baby, and she was just talking about it like it was so fucking normal. Her dad eats a little piece of baby every day, and they drink baby blood, and they fucking they chop the baby's head off with a knife this big, and she was talking about it like she wasn't even scared, like it didn't even fit. It was a normal thing. There's people like that that live all around us, man. We see them every day. They wear suit and ties and fucking drive Beamers, and they wear badges. I'm not saying every police officer, but they're affiliated with it. Not all of them, but some of them are affiliated with that shit. Up under certain brotherhoods and shit. Kidnapping kids for certain politicians and shit. It's fucking evil, man. Excuse me. It's legitimate. Let me see. Again, peace and love. I got to go for the night. Take care of yourself. Hey, likewise, William. They really messed up Orlando Brown for speaking out. Yeah, yep. Anybody that speaks out, man, if they can't fucking control you, you know, they'll let you keep doing what you're doing, but If you get too out of hand, definitely something will happen. If it's not this type of shit, you know, it'll be something. B5, B5, under bad boy. Wait, hold on. You mean B2K? B5. Oh yeah, a lot of people are saying how Puffy did them wrong. A lot of people fucking Loon just got out of prison. Loon fucking the locks. Jada kissing them. Yeah, Puff Daddy's been fucking doing a lot of people. Puff Daddy was strong arming a lot of people. And that's the last person that in the industry, like Puff Daddy is like the most fucking, the way he presents himself on camera. Like I always thought he was like some type of fucking square dude, like fucking always dancing and shit. Even in the fucking hardcore raps, like he'd be fucking doing all this fucking dancing and shit. All this fucking like Running Man type bullshit. I used to think he was like a fucking square and shit, but he's been fucking strong arming the industry for a minute. He's strong armed a lot of people out of payments. And he's living like a king, like he's a fucking very smart dude, man. Not it's fucked up how he weasel people out of their money and shit, but as far as like his business fucking his business ethic, he has his fucking starting wines and different fucking investments and shit. And you still have to be somewhat of a level of genius to be able to get these people out of all this money and fucking not get in trouble for it. Not get sued for it. Like, yeah, it's fucked up. Yes, we can. Nappy. Think I'm lost. What was that? Tanya. Yes, we can. Don't give the ammo. Don't jump out of your car saying anything haven't you realized they love when you watch them and tell people about them so they can say you're fucking with them and watching them pray. Yeah, no doubt. In sorcery, there are people who consult with the devil to do witchcraft, even traffic signals and street lights. I could see that. These people, they, these people do not stop. They want to creep behind me all slow with their fucking lights off. Damn, fucking public. Yeah, I hate these people now. Yeah, something has got to happen. Mm, Enoch, the freestyle king, Enoch, the freestyle prince, said something about people having the name Kevin being demonic. Bizarre narratives. I have to check out that video. I'm subscribed to him. I just haven't been on his channel in a while. Do you know what the title is on that video? Costa. Blood as rich people. They believe in it or they just like the taste of bodily fluids. Gross. Yeah. And when they do it with the kids, if you look at the video adrenochrome junkies, it like they literally have pictures of these people after they drink it, and after they look real young while they fucking drink it and shit, but when it wears off they look really old and their fucking veins and shit like fucking start they start looking older and they start getting they start getting black eyes, like bruises and shit under their fucking eyes. Like when their eyes are really dark, it's a, it's a, what is that shit called? It's a reaction. Um, it's like the come down, if you will, but it's a after effect from not being able to get anymore. That's why they're so addicted to it because it gets them high as well. The adrenaline gets them high, but it makes them look young. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that shit. Like I'd rather look old. I don't give a fuck about looking like, oh man, and large, like Hollywood is deep off into that. Not only the politicians, but Hollywood. These people are all around us, man. A lot of them do it. It's normal. It's this one video. If you look up, lady says we should eat babies to prevent CO2. Type that in YouTube and listen to what the fuck this lady says. She says that there's too much carbon monoxide and that we should start eating babies, and that will fucking kill the carbon monoxide pollution. She said that was her fucking that, and she was serious. That was her fucking that was her fucking resolution to the problem is that we fucking eat babies. So you gotta figure. You gotta fucking figure. And this isn't like a town hall meeting. This isn't like somebody doing a video. This isn't one of those fucking, where you go sit in and you guys wage in on votes and shit like a city council type thing. So if this lady is talking about we should do that, then she's probably already doing it. There's no way in the world that your idea could be eating babies. Like if you're not already doing it, you're not gonna think of no bullshit like that. And these are the type of people that we have to deal with, man. These are the people, you know, their suggestion is eat babies. And if you pay attention to some of these perps, you just pay attention to their mind state, man. And you can see, man, like there's evilness in it. Like they don't. I couldn't see him falling too far away from doing that type of shit, eating humans and all this type of weird shit. As your eyes only see the people. Your eyes only see the fucking people. Like you don't see what they do behind closed doors. They just look like regular people, regular teenagers doing tricks on their BMX bikes and you know working at Subway and working at the gas station and shit. But these people could secretly have a fucking, you know, fetish for eating humans. Fucking police officer, fucking. I really don't doubt a lot of them fucking, involved in that sacrifice shit. Especially ones hooked up in that fucking, that brotherhood shit. sign over to Satan, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Very sick people, man. It's like he's here, man. He's fucking walking on this planet right now. Hey, Wendy. Repent all about offense in our body. The world stops when a child of the Most High is offended. Watch breaks at 11:15, 12. Definitely. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? There are so many people in this world that would be willing to go sign up for SSI. All you gotta do, if you want to fucking lock people in on your fucking program, I know a lot of people that would be willing to go fucking sign up right fucking now if they knew they were gonna get a fucking check every month. They don't give a fuck like what rights you snatch from them. They don't care about none of that shit. If you tell them they're gonna get a solid $500 a month, $600-700 a month, they'll be fucking in that fucking SSI line quicker than you can fucking even snap your fucking fingers. Like, you don't have to fucking lead people into this fucking bullshit. There are people out there willing to fucking go, man. That's what the fuck I don't get. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. Where are people literally willing to go? You don't even have to ask them twice. Like, excuse me, it's legit. I've seen them turn off and on the headlights. Yeah, they definitely do that. They know they do it now. They're real quick with it. Like, I'll be looking in the rear view mirror, and I'll see them coming behind me with one headlight, and then I'll, grab the camera and shit, and they have both lights on and shit. Like, they do it real quick because they know I've been recording them. Now, these are the same people right here, right? They were just parked behind me with their doors all open. Now, they're parking up here. Obviously, evidently, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come do some you know, some purpose. Oh, yep, what did I say? Car door is opening or is it just cracking? Is it opening or is it cracking? Anything you could have possibly done. You just had your car door open back there, you were all in your trunk, and so let's see what this is. It looks like they might have just cracked their door, but it's up. Hold on. Oh yeah, the one like they're getting way more aggressive. Yeah, they are. They are. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know it wasn't just a crack. Hey, what's going on, D-Rock? Check out Hillary Clinton and Pizzagate. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about that. It's something I still haven't been able to find though. They say somewhere on the internet that there's footage of her peeling somebody's face, a kid's face off of her face. Like they say it's on somewhere on the internet, but every time I type it in, that shit don't come up. Look at this motherfucker. Look at them fucking arms. They're crazy. I hate when they do that fucking weird shit. Be walking like they're soldiers and shit. And that's one of their fucking things. Like, I don't know what it's for, but they like to fucking, when they walk, it's like their arms are fucking, they're exaggeratedly extended. See how he's hiding in my blind spot? Can't see him on that side, right? Now you can. He's backing up. But that's how it be in traffic too. That's how they creep up on me, and I can't see him on that side. I can't see him on that side, so they fucking, if I don't pay attention to my other side, they try and cause vehicular shit. They're really sneaky. Like right now, if I'm not paying attention, I can't see that motherfucker get out of his car and probably come to the back of my shit. So what I have to do, and since he did it real slick, so I gotta pull up in order to get him out of my blind side because I can't see the driver's door. And now I can. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just adapt to your shit because it's no telling these people are, they're not good people. Definitely not trustworthy people, so you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna do. flicking through the shit, they're blanking out some of you guys' comments. So if I miss anybody, um, I didn't mean to miss you. They just, you have to probably say it over again because they're being assholes right now. It's probably either that person that pulled up behind or whatever, but some of the comments are blanking out. Um, alright, so here I am. Combos with Cosmo. And see why was they blanked out everybody's comment until I got to that one right there. Yeah, the combos with Cosmo. If you check that out, man. Yeah, man. He was he was talking some real shit, and he got to the point to where he just got tired of them fucking trying to oppress him. And he kept saying in his video, like, there's a certain, he said there's a difference between knowing your rights and standing on your rights. He's like, you can know your rights, you can know your rights down to the fucking very utmost fucking way to know your fucking rights. But if you don't stand on your rights, that shit don't mean nothing. And he kept saying that. And he kept saying that. And it's unfortunate that, he had to take things that far, man. Like, it shouldn't have had to go that far. Like, these people, these people force you to do things that you don't, you know. It's another motherfucker that wanted to live his life, fought for the country, came back home, and wanted to live his life, and ended up targeting him and shit. And you could tell that he was really fucking independent. Like, you could tell he wasn't, he wasn't a programmable dude. Like, he wasn't, but he wasn't the type. You could tell he was a friendly guy. He was, he wasn't like he was on his foot. Like, most of his videos and shit, a lot of his videos had to do with fucking, even though it was being targeted, like health, what to eat, like, what foods to eat to be healthy and shit like that. And, like survivalist type shit. And unfortunately, that just got to him to the point to where he said, fuck it. You want to try to keep oppressing me, then it's time to fight back. And everything he said in that video, and everything he was talking about, hey. No. Chill out. No, fucking goofball throws a can over the fence like I care about that shit. And then we got the bike right here coming. He just walked by. I don't know if I can zoom in on it. But they know I recycle, right? So he throws the can over the fucking fence. And then we got the goofball on the fucking bike cart that rides by. All the thing to try and, I don't know, make me feel bad about recycling or some shit. I'm supposed to feel like some type of way because he threw the can over the fence. Like, oh, you could have gave that to me. Why'd you throw it over the fence? Oh man, these people, man. Funny, funny. And they have the guy riding on the fucking bike at the same time. Telling me I'm a bum, I'ma be back on the bike. They're funny, man. They're funny. Yep. Unfortunately, man. But everything he said in that video, he stood by that shit. That's what, like, and I don't even think he was at the point, right, when he was talking, when he was in that video and he was talking about that shit. He wasn't at the point of fucking doing nothing like that, you know? But when the time came, and he didn't go after no, like, I don't even, I wouldn't even do like, wait, like, he went after police. Like, I don't think I would go that far. I wouldn't go that far to go after police and shit. But like well, let's just say I wouldn't go that far as to go at police. I'm not going at no homeless people or no fucking mentally ill people, but I'm not going at no police either. They will just have to come to the scene afterwards and fucking kill me afterwards. But uh, you know, I'm not saying that I plan on doing anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying, speaking in general. So, you know, just in case. Scrap, scrap, come here. Man, I gotta be doing this all night, man. You gotta chill, man. Yeah, Convos with Cosmo. You should check them out. You know, they got some fucking weird dude that took his fucking name now. That's, uh, you know, there's some weird dude. Well, there's somebody else that just started the name like Convos with Cosmo. But it's not Convos with Cosmo, it's a black dude. It's a it's a black dude. You'll see he you know, I believe he has a, I don't know what the hat says, but he has a white hat on in one of his videos. He doesn't have too many, you know, videos. Most of the videos up now, when you type in Convos with Cosmo and shit, are fucking, you know, the police reports on him and shit. Like a couple, he still has some of his videos up, but most of the videos are, you know, police reports on him fucking going off on him. You gotta laugh. Yeah. Yeah, you have to. Even if you can't, you have to force yourself. Not an easy thing. Yeah, that's right. Good channel too, man. It's fucked up that he had to. It's fucked up that shit ended out the way it had to. Hey, Muck, come here, come on. Cause I'm the same way as we be jumped out at the. Yeah, it's man. It's hard not to when it's like that's your only way of fucking. Cause it's like they feed off you, not. And you stick the camera in their face or you go approach them and shit. They're really shocked because they don't expect you to do that. They think you're scared of them, or a lot of them want you to be scared of them and shit. Almost to the point that they expect it, and they just know they're in charge. They have you scared. From the police intimidate, and it's really fucked up when the police do it. They're really trying to intimidate you. Psychologically, the average person would think that the police are there to protect them and shit. So a person that doesn't know like what the police are about, when this fucking shit is deployed on them and they see like police involved in this shit, like they probably fucking, they probably really fucking flip out, and you know their world would be crumbled and shit. Being that most of us, for the most part, know how police get down and how they operate, like this isn't too far fetched from it. Like it's definitely like pretty fucked up that they would be so blatant. You would never think that they'd be so blatant with the harassment and shit, but at the same time, they are police, so you can't really put it past them. They've done worse. They've done worse, but just with all the laws and the way society has grown, as far as all the bullshit from the past, that you would think like the new generation of cops would probably be a little bit different than the old generation of cops. But it seems like it was easier to live with the old generation of cops. These new generation, with the beatings, even with the beatings, and I don't think people were getting murdered, but I don't even think it was that bad in the 80s the way they're murdering people now. Like, they were murdering people, but, you know, the way they're doing it now. The new generation got worse, it seems. I could be wrong, because in the 80s I was a kid. Like, I know they were killing people. I know they were sending people to jail all the time. Like, my uncle, you know, I barely saw my uncle when I was staying with my family. My uncle was in and out of fucking jail all the fucking time. So I knew, and I used to see my grandma. Like, I used to see my uncle. Like, as a kid, I used to see my uncle like hide in the closet, or or fucking go like hide somewhere, while my grandma will open the door for the police and tell him that he wasn't there and shit. But um, still, it didn't seem that bad. It didn't seem as bad as it is right now. It's sad how the owners of this country like to pin us against each other. We are all seeds of Adam. Yeah, yeah, it's a horrible world. Horrible. Horrible. I can't believe I let them fucking motherfuckers get me out of my character today, man. Man. Hey, what's going on, righteousness? Um, it's sad how, oh shit, all the brothers and sisters from different walks of life. Yeah, we should go eat some food, bro. Yeah, that would be dope. I don't really fuck with restaurants though. Like, if I don't see them cooking that shit, if it's not like fucking Subway or no fucking, you know, Little Caesars where I can pick which box that I want. Like, just give me that box right there. Give me the third box on the right. Give me the. I gotta fucking take no chances. Rome, the raid. Yeah, those days. I just moved back to San Jose. Oh man, what made you come back here? Korean food was targeting worse, like wherever you were. Or mine is mine is almost wore out. Than pressing my hot button. Yeah, I recognize the feeling, man. It's not comfortable either, that's for sure. You know, sometimes you go, oh my God, these people are really just fucking. You weigh out the fucking. You weigh out the fucking shit that these people do to you. And sometimes you catch yourself from snapping. You- But the people that really do snap and go off, you see, like you automatically, like whenever like I've seen a targeted individual that fucking snapped and fucking did what they did, you know, and even in some cases it might be fucked up, but you understand, like, and you just know, like, fuck, man, you know, that could be any one of us, man. That could be any one of us. Like, no matter how strong we think we are, no matter how strong we say we're gonna be, like any, because we have shit in the background of our fucking heads that is working on us right now. There's a fucking program that we don't even fucking know being ran in the back of our heads, man. All these fucking triggers and all this fucking, you know, all that shit plays a part in our background consciousness. And once your brain can't handle all that bullshit, you're gonna blow a fuse. Like, and I'm not saying everybody is, but some people just can't, you know. Eventually, like you said, that hot button gets worn out, man. And if you don't, you know, that set of tires gets worn out, you gotta get you a new pair of tires before the actual tires you're riding on pop. Because once they pop, then, you know, there's gonna be a lot of shit on your plate to deal with. You're gonna have to deal with calling, you know, generally speaking, you're gonna have to call a tow truck driver. You're gonna fucking have to call the tow truck driver, and who knows what that consists of. Most likely going to jail. You're going to a psychiatric ward or some shit like that. See, what are you doing, man? You trying to get into shit. You're scaring yourself. That just did the backup thing on me. No doubt gonna be some more visual shit, so everybody stay tuned. Maybe. No worries, because it's the same ones doing this to all of us right now that make them rules about, you know, the devil. Yeah. People fucking riding by playing music with triggers in it and shit. Oh man, that is funny, but it's not funny. Who said I got all these people messing with my brain? Oh man, yeah man. All you can do is just pray that you don't pop that fuse, ladies and gentlemen. Don't pop that fuse. Notice the all black outfit, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bike rack coming through. Whenever you see all black, it's a big bike rack coming through. Bike rats. Motorcycle rats and bike rats. They're flooded. The streets are flooded with them. I don't think there's a legit, well, maybe the Hells Angels. Maybe the Hells Angels still ride by the code, but I don't think there's any other motorcycle gangs that don't work with the police. I think that's that's why I need to start. I need to figure out how to do the fucking merch. I need to figure out how to do that. If I could get some, it's a way. I gotta ask Erica again, man. There's a site that you can, they make the merch for you, and you don't have to touch like the product. You tell them what you want printed. You tell them what you want printed, and then they'll sell it for you and just take a good percentage. Like you sell it as merch. You sell it as merch on your fucking channel. Like if I could figure out how to do that, like I would definitely make merch. I would fucking make shit to piss them off. Oh man. Beware of the bike rat. I have a little mouse on there on a motorcycle in all black. Somebody walking by with a Target sign on his back like the rat is chasing him down or fucking following him. Beware for the bike rat. Have Mousy on his fucking helmet for his name. Mousy. Fuck. Oh man. These people, man. must go on. Life must continue. Yeah, definitely correct. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? These is elites thinking, no, we can't have these people get together in unity talking about their civil rights and figure out the whole COVID shit is a joke. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, definitely, man. It's sad. Wake up, brothers and sisters. Take this world back. It's ours. Huh. Man, that sounds like such a. Man, that would be such a beautiful movement. It's to the point, though. It's too late, man. I mean, maybe we still have a fighting chance, but once they're able to create technology that can sway your pattern of thought, that can take and your consciousness away from you and fucking insert different consciousness, but make you think that that different consciousness that they inserted is yours. It's like slowly but surely. Like the house they started building the house a long time ago. You know, and the house is on its final touches. Like once they put that last fucking shingle on the roof, it's solidified, man. The house is built. And once that house gets built, it ain't no telling how long that motherfucker's gonna last. They got historical landmarks out. They got historical landmarks out here, man. So just this program is a foundation. You know, pretty soon it's gonna be a historical landmark, and who knows when that shit ends. It might have to be a fucking natural disaster to come wipe it out. Yeah, definitely tired of it, bro. Nah, what? Did I miss something? Oh, they're hiding some comments from me, you guys. So bear with me if I'm not speaking or saying anything to you guys. If you're asking me a question, they're fucking with the comments. If you keep taunting a dog and taunting, it's eventually gonna snap and get sick of it. Yeah, definitely, definitely, man. Especially like when you put it in the when you when its back is against the corner and you're forcing it to fucking protect itself. Like for the most part, well, an aggressive dog is an aggressive dog. It's gonna come at you. But a dog that isn't aggressive and not scared of you, or will not necessarily might not be scared of you, but doesn't want to confront you, doesn't want any problems, just wants you to go your way and let it go its way. Like, yeah, you're right, man. They'll back up for you for so long, man. But you know, you don't know what that fucking dog has to get back to. It might got puppies it has to get back to. It might, you know, just fucking self-preservation. First law of nature. So, if it's full law of nature, animals are a part of nature, bugs are a part of nature. And for the most part, anything to try and get away from you. A bumblebee, a fucking raccoon, a fucking possum, fucking skunk. Like they'll try and fucking leave and not fuck with you and try and just you go your way. But when you get too close or they feel threatened. That's when they unleash their fucking bullshit on you. Their fucking porcupine needles or their fucking bumblebee stinger, all that bullshit. Same thing with us, man. And that they know that, like the powers that be, the ones that control this program know that. They bet on it. They expect that shit to happen. And then on the news they'll be promoting, oh, 3 years ago mental illness was to this level. Now it's to this level. Americans are stressed. I have little polls on TV. Americans are stressing from day to day work shifts and all this fucking extra shit to where they need to see a psychiatrist, and there'll be somebody on the fucking TV saying, yeah, I was really messed up. You know, I thought this, I thought that. Everybody was against me. And then I saw my psychiatrist, and everything was magically better. Fucking. Oh man, they're already programming the world to think they're fucking crazy. Some people's targeting isn't for fucking to harass them and shit. Some people's targeting is just to fucking program them to fucking think that they're fucking seeing and fucking, witnessing shit that isn't even fucking a reality. Like, even us. Like, if they didn't come covert on us, if they didn't come, if they didn't, like, if they would have stayed covert on us, they could have definitely like, I know they could have made me think I was crazy. They could have made me think I was tripping. Like, just not with all the fucking, with the gay shit and sending people like gay, but just like certain shit that they do that makes you trip and think like, damn, should I do that? Like, for instance, right? I remember it was a cop coming around the corner, right? And I was going, and I knew the fucking cop. I knew the fucking light was green. And the cop stopped and he looked at me crazy. He said, "Hey man, you just ran a red light." And I was like, "What?" He said, "You just ran a red light." And I was like, "Hell nah." And he I was like, hell nah. And he's like, yeah, man, you just ran a red light. And I was like, man, just give me my ticket then, man. And I pulled over. But he just took off straight. He took off straight. Then I looked at the fucking camera and it was fucking green. I was like, man, I knew that fucking shit was green. But you feel me? Just at that fucking split second, like the cop literally made me fucking question my fucking. Like he made me question my fucking sanity that fucking quick. Like, damn, did I really run a fucking red light? Like, see, and that's the fucked up shit, man. That's like when they start doing that type of fucking bullshit and those type of mind games and shit to make you question your sanity. Like, if they kept shit like that going, like, and I wouldn't be able to see, of course, like, if I wasn't able to go back to the camera and actually see that it was a green light, if I didn't have the, camera on, like, or if I didn't have a camera period, like they would literally fucking stare me into thinking I was crazy just by those type of little things that they do. You feel me? Like I know I fucking went through the green light, but hey, it's a fucking cop. So why would a cop tell me I ran the light? And then I'd be fucking riding off thinking, oh man, that fucking cop was cool, man. He didn't even fucking, he didn't give me a ticket, man. He just let me go. But still in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be. I mean, the program is running. I'm crazy, man. I'm going nuts. I'm running red lights. I'm thinking the light is green. Like that's going on in the back of your fucking mind. But in the front of your mind, you're just fucking. Oh man, that was a fucking cool cop, man. That was a fucking cool cop. He let me go like that. Oh man, it's relentless, man. I swear. Excuse me. At the end of the day, some days are worse than others. No doubt about it. And then when you know they're doing it on purpose, and I believe it's because I believe in Yahshua, is that they do it. Yeah. It's just like, man, whatever the reason is, they should not be doing it. Yeah. But hey, look at the motherfuckers that got drafted to the army and shit. Like we're just like them. Like we've been drafted into this fucking program against our will. None of us want to participate in this fucking bullshit. Just like most of the people that got drafted didn't want to participate. Like there's plenty of people back then that watched enough fucking G.I. Joe or whatever fucking type of cartoon to want to be an American hero. Like people would have been fucking knocking on the front door. There's no reason to draft anybody for shit. People want to just fucking join the army just so they can fucking kill other people and shit. You don't have to draft anybody for that. I bet you most of the fucking people who are getting shot by cops are cops that fucking served in the fucking military. Bet you a lot of the police that kill people are served in the military. Because they already have that fucking thirst for blood. That I'm in control. You don't talk back to me, boy. You don't fucking talk back to me. I'm sergeant. I'm fucking sergeants and masters and fucking all that bullshit. I'm General Chief, motherfucker. You don't talk back to me. They are the paranoid ones, not me. Yeah, they are, man. They are. Definitely the more controllable ones, the more gullible ones, the more I'll take anything at face value for the wrong spirit in this world. Of the wrong spirit, but bottom line, and at the end of the day, they can kick rocks because it's no better reason. Definitely. I think that part was edited and twisted around to say not to get revenge so that it would be convenient for our oppressors to make us not want to attack rightful reasons and retaliation for being. Yeah, yeah, I believe that as well, man. Most of anything that we even think is good for us, it holds a control factor somewhere in you know, somewhere in the fine print, there's a control factor in it. From the fucking, from the wrappers on candies and fucking cereals and shit. Like, that cereal could be now, like, you know, a kid can be fucking not know what type of cereal is in a fucking box. Like, that cereal could be nasty as fuck, but as long as it has a cartoon on it with Captain Crunch, you know, that fucking box is gonna fucking shine out to that fucking kid, and it's gonna point, and it's gonna throw temper tantrums if the mother doesn't just fucking throw the box in the fucking basket, and all that shit. It's all control factor. Like, they're fucking. They're fucking like literally fucking controlling your children to fucking have your children control you to fucking buy their fucking product. And they fucking go to school. Like, there's literally classes on how to grab somebody's basically how to take advantage of somebody and use marketing to do it. Like, you know, make somebody buy something against their will, but you know, you make them think that they want it. Like, there's literally classes on that shit, man. That's not right, man. My situation has gone deep, real time mind reading, and it's apparent or happy. Yeah, I don't get it much, but sometimes, well, I won't even say I've got it as much as sometimes, but I've had to mention things that I was thinking, not so much right away, but like maybe I was thinking it, and then I go to the store maybe a couple, 3 or 4 hours, or maybe even a day later, and they mention that, I would just be like, damn, I was just fucking thinking about that shit. Like, these people, man. And that's, before I was really into did a lot of research on it and knew they had shit that could fucking interface with your brain. Like, I just thought they were you know, listening to me. And I know they do listen to me and watch me through the phone. Well, I have the phone covered up, but I know they listen to me through it. And, I just thought it was them listening, but unfortunately, it goes a lot deeper than that. The war is not flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. Nobody's putting their hands on anybody doing physical warfare. God don't have to keep knocking the Bible, Holy Spirit, you know. We got a crazy one. Wow. Yeah, you fucking nigger. I guess I'm supposed to get mad. She said, you fucking nigger. You nigger, bitch. It's fucked up. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Ugh. I hate these creatures, man. Welcome to the Blue Lagoon. Uh, Omega right. Yeah. You alright, man? Alright, I gotta flick through the channel that fucking with the comments again. Alright, here we go. Nappy, you about hours late reading messages. An hour late. Yeah. It's a lot of questions. Crazy because the last couple days has been real. Wait, the last couple of days has been real feeling salty.